So, Mr. Hammond, a wrap on the AARP is that it's just too left-wing. You've heard that. I'm sure you have.
Well, we hear that, but, you know, our membership is as diverse as the country.
And I agree. I'm a member, but, you know, I have to say I'm growing increasingly suspect of your editorial position. And it's not because I'm an ideologue, but I was going over some of my back editions of the AARP magazine. Let me just read you some of the names that you've had on the cover, and maybe you can just tell me. You had Michelle Obama on the cover. That makes sense. Robert Redford. All right. Harrison Ford. Danny Glover. Richard Gere. Bill Cosby. Ron Howard. Michael Douglas. Morgan Freeman. Dustin Hoffman. Bruce Springsteen. Kevin Spacey. Brian Williams. Martin Sheen. And Steven Spielberg. Every one of them is a left-winger. Every one of them. The only conservative you've had on your cover in recent years has been President Bush. What's that all about?
Well, the covers on the magazines sell. And that's what the pickup rate is on the magazine.
Okay, but what I'm saying to you is I just read you 15 names, and they're all liberal people, and you had one conservative, 15 to 1, and I can't sit here and say that there isn't a conservative that you could put on the cover that would sell. I know there is, and so do you.
Oh, certainly there would be.
Then why haven't they been there?
I don't know.
You're the editor. You're
no,
the president. I'm not the editor. You're the president of AARP. You have
the president of AARP is a volunteer.
Yeah, and do you volunteer your opinion that it's becoming too left-wing?
We volunteer our opinions all the time.
Did you tell them that this might be not fair and balanced, this magazine that comes out?
No, I haven't looked at the magazine that way.
Okay. You ran a spot, we ran a spot about the people saying that, you know, look, we don't want our entitlements messed with. And I understand that position. I mean, elderly senior citizens pay into Medicare, they pay into Social Security, and they don't want to get jobbed. But there isn't any bill in the world that's actually saying senior citizens aren't going to lose their entitlements. But yet you have this commercial that implies they might.
Well, indeed they might.
Based on what?
There is no bill yet at this point.
And not even anybody suggesting it.
No, I would disagree with you there a little bit. There are numbers of people suggesting it. Numbers of people in the Congress have suggested
Give me one name who's suggesting they want to take or modify Social Security or Medicare for present seniors.
There has been a lot of conversation around that bill.
Can you give me one name, Mr. Hammond? Just one?
Well, I know that the minority whip in the House, who is a Democrat, has indicated that there is still broad discussion about making it even deeper cuts.
Okay. I have to go on the record as saying there is no politician that I know of that has threatened to introduce legislation that would cut any entitlement at all for present seniors.
There are lots of things in play. And
where?
They're
I do this for a living. I've never seen it.
They were in play with the Debt Reduction Committee. They were in play with the
It's
Gang of
all
Six.
under 40. It's all reforming for the younger Americans because they're going to run out of money. All right, let's just move on to one more thing. Look, I want the AARP to lobby for senior citizens. I want that. Senior citizens need a powerful lobby to protect their interests.
You're absolutely right.
Okay. You're not really doing it for all senior citizens, in my opinion, respectfully. Respectfully. I read the magazine, which is the only outlet I have to know what you guys are doing. It's a left-wing magazine. That's what it is now. That's what it's become. Your organization has become that. And I'd like to see you get back into the center and really look at these things. To your credit, and AARP's credit, you did object to cap and trade. You did do that. You're not doctrinaire all the way down the line. But it's one thing after another here. And I think that basically senior citizens need an independent voice. I'll give you the last word.
Well, I would hope that you would look at things a little differently if you knew the entire breadth of the organization. Because indeed we do work for our members. These are the people who tell us what we need to do.
All right, Mr. Hammond, thanks for coming in. We appreciate it. Nice to see you.
Thank you, Bill.